So good vibes and good vibration, beautiful people. It's your boy FMP, and we're chilling out with none other than Nasha Travis on Life with FM. Let's do this. Where them barbels at, man?
Hi FM.
Yo, what it do, me?
Nasha, what's up?
What's up? What's up?
Are you ready?
We ready, man. We ready.
I'm tall when I'm young, and I'm short when I'm old. What am I?
Human being.
Try again.
Tochi.
Sawa. Tu wako na pesa. Candle.
Yeah, candle. What goes up but never comes down?
Age.
Good.
Let's do this.
Higher. You walk into a room that contains a match, a kerosene lamp, a candle, and a fireplace. What would you light first?
A match.
Anyone can answer.
Anyone.
This is not fair. Not fair on my side.
Anyone now can answer. I have branches but no fruit. Trunk or leaves? What am I?
A bank. Yeah. My bank branches.
Oh.
Wow. Yeah, man, a roll, man. The last time alikatiziana dasa.
What has to be broken before you can use it?
Mimi nimeshindwa.
Eggs.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Wow.
Hapo singe hata fikiria.
What can you keep after giving it to someone?
What can you keep
after giving it to someone?
A promise.
No.
Okay. What can you keep after giving it to someone?
words?
Nice.
Yeah. Hey.
Please.
Our money has been poured. Wow.
I told you, don't even think that, hey, could this be right?
Yeah, man,
could just be right.
Sing
Higher. David's parents have 3 sons. Snap, Crackle. What's the name of the third son?
David.
I follow you all the time and copy your every move, but you can't touch me or catch me.
Shadow.
Yes!
Please, I need an award.
Now you need an award. Wow.
And the Oscar.
She's on
And the Oscar.
Roll.
Let's do this.
What invention lets you look right through a wall?
X-ray.
What invention lets you look right through a wall?
Oh, window. Hey.
Yeah, that's the answer.
Yeah. Wow.
You can look right through a wall with the window.
Wait. I think I'm becoming in the air.
Easy, ngumu, mnafikiria sana.
Wow.
So, hi guys, my name is Nasha Travis. I'm an Afro R&B music artist from, let's just say Africa. Yeah.
Perfect. Karibu sana. So, I learned that you actually started your career in the pandemic.
Yeah.
In 2020. So tell us, how was it that led you to start a career in the middle of a pandemic?
So at that moment, let's just say it was eye-opening for me. It's when I realized what I wanted to do with my life. And me having a talent, me singing ever since I was a little kid, I sat down with myself and I sat down with my mom, and then we decided, instead of just sitting around saying, oh pandemic, let me do something worthwhile my time. So we decided to start going to the studio and working. Yeah, so it was definitely something that, did a lot to me. Yeah.
Oh, I get you. When you talk about your mom, it shows a little bit of support from your family.
Yeah, definitely.
And in terms of you going to the studio, mina jo ase kwenda studio si free. Was it something of a chance, or was it something of a luck, or you were going to invest paying to go to the studio?
When we went there, obviously we were ready. We were ready with the money, because obviously money because we don't know totally anything about the music industry, the studio. I've never even stepped there. So it was my first time. My mom never knew anything. I never had a manager or anything of the sort. So we started asking around, where can we find the studio which is near where I live, because I didn't want to go far, because I literally knew nothing about this stuff. So yeah, tukienda huko, we talked. They said, okay, you can sing. You can definitely sing. You can just come and you can do, practice 1 or 2 stuff with your voice and get to know where you lay and all that stuff. So yeah, alafu hizo vitu zingine zikafuata.
Nice. So when you're talking about, the studio, the pandemic in itself, and people are dealing with mental health. So how are you dealing or coping with your mental health in terms of just being an artist and you have to be in social media? How are you dealing with addiction from your phone, comparison and all these things, and just anxiety and all those things that are, widespread right now with our community?
Yeah, so I just, take care of myself first, give myself time, be patient with myself, and, it helps in my mental growth and everything. So I definitely need to, and always have been patient with myself in whatever I do, not go hard on myself sana. And then the other thing is the people that I'm around with. I go, as in nafuata people who are positive, people who encourage me about my life, about my work and everything. People that want to be there in everything that I do, not just because they wanacheka na mimi just kucheka peke yake. Yeah. And then the other thing is just, taking rest. Whenever I find time to have time for self-love, taking care of myself. Yeah, I do get that time. So it definitely helps a lot.
Your mental well-being is the most, important.
Yeah.
So tukitoka hapo mambo ya mental health and all those things, let's now get back to your music.
Yeah.
I've binged on your records, and one of my favorite is your first one, the cover in umefanya ya Holy.
Yeah.
What was the emotion that led you do that kind of record as a cover?
Okay, for me, it is the first thing that I did. I never knew nothing about music, how it's supposed to go around and about. So I was like, when I went there, I was scared. I was shy. It was my first time to do this. People, putting out my music out there for people to listen. Even if it's not my music, it's a cover, but people listening to what I can be able to do out there. I was scared, literally scared. So I never had any emotion to it. The only thing that I knew is that I love singing. Let me do this. I want to do this because it has always been in me. Like I've always told myself, like when I grow up, I wanna be a musician. I wanna be a pop star out there. I want to be doing shows and all that. So that was already on my head. So at that time I was like, I just want to go and sing.
I get you.
Yeah, and me being a Justin Bieber fan, I was like, let me start with this song now.
So there's an emotional connection with
Yeah.
that kind of music. I get you. And Manzi, I've had lots of your ngoma zako mob, and you're such a versatile artist, from Holy to hizi ngoma zingine, even to the latest that you've done. They're really different. And what ignites that kind of, fusion or genre changes as an artist?
Okay, for me, I like exploring. I like exploring different things out there. So I didn't think staying put in one thing would be good for me, because I wanted to explore a lot of things, and I wanted to know naeza fika wapi, what can I do and what can I do I cannot do. Sasa nikikaa kwa kitu kimoja, it won't be good for me, because I won't know what I want to do, because I'm still growing in this music
I get
industry.
you,
I'm still learning. Yeah.
And in the part of learning and doing all these things, because you've done a lot of records right now,
Yeah.
Have you learned anything in terms of the production process, the recording, composition, mixing and mastering? Or do you participate in terms of, your inputs in your records? So for example, your key of the song, let's change this thing. Do you participate in those things? And if you do, kindly elaborate.
Yeah, definitely. Hapo kwa key, definitely, because wanaweza niekea, the beat can be put in a different other type of key yenye siwezi fikia and all that, so I have to like tell them my voice is here and here and here. And because I usually go to different type of studios, they do not know me, I do not know them, they're new to me, so I have to like tell them where my voice is, what alafu they get it, because they're producers, wamezoea hizo vitu. A lot of musicians go in and out of there, so yeah, I have to deal with that. Otherwise watafanya vituko.
Get you.
Yeah.
And in terms of just composing a song, now you and your producer, are you there from the beginning? Is the producer who makes the beat then sends you, or how do you do?
Well, it depends. It's either I can go to the studio and then nikae hapo na producer, so we can decide on which type of vibe I want.
I got you.
And then anaweza cheza some type of ninio of beats, if I like it or not. I can just be in my house or doing something else, and then I told the producer, can you just I want this vibe, can you unaweza tengeneza from scratch, you can look for and then change.
Yeah, I get you. That's amazing. How do you choose your producer, or what has made you stay with the producer that you're with?
How do I choose a producer? So by the way, my manager does that, because he comes, I don't stay put in one place. Like at the producer, I'll stay with him, I'll be doing my music with him and all that. No, I go out and try different type of producers, because this one can give me this, the other one can give me another vibe and all that. So a producer, to me personally, I just allow myself to vibe with that person. But like a producer should be able to be patient with me, should be able to understand me. Vitu kama hizo.
Having a producer is like having a relationship.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
If you don't have that spark, like that vibe, it's really difficult to work with someone who really doesn't understand you.
True.
And now in terms of any relationship has conflict, so you have to conflict resolute. What happens with you and your producer, kuna times zile muna collide in a part of manzi, maybe bita metengeneza ikubambi na unamwambia nakasirika na catch feelings. So in terms of just conflict resolution in something that you're colluding in, what do you do?
I've never encountered that, because they've always been professional about that stuff. So if I don't like the beat, because atansikizisha kwanza before I start even recording and everything, I have to listen to it. So after listening to it, if I don't like it, I'll tell the manager, like, I don't like this, maybe you should try another vibe.
So you talk through the manager.
Yeah.
Huyo manager wako tunafaa kuwa na talk na yeye, yuko hapa, but I think the next nini anaitwa Banelson. Nilimjua kanaitwa Nelson, so hapendi hiyo jina, but nitamwacha. So in terms of your songwriting now process, can you tell us how you compose or think about all those words? What your process is?
So mainly I just go to my phone, search different types of music, and get the vibe that I want. After that, after knowing and then I I'm asking myself, like, what do I want to sing about? What do I want to write about? What specifically? Is it about love? Is it about heartbreak? encouraging songs. After that, after knowing what I want to write about and sing about, Dosa, I look for a harmony. Yeah.
like now looking for harmonies and all those kinds of things. Can you deconstruct it for us? Like even this song that is playing, how did you get those words? How did you arrange from verse to chorus to all these things?
For like Nadata, we went to the studio. I had absolutely no idea what I'm gonna write about. I just knew I just knew that we were gonna write about a love song because I was doing a collab with Rig and Dandy, so it was definitely a love song. We went there. We had no idea. There was no an idea of any beats or anything. So tukaenda hapo. It was at night. Tukaenda hapo. We listened to different types of beats, and then we just wanted a slow song. A slow song with just vibing, nothing too much to it. Yeah. So wakaendelea tu kucheza those beats, and then I don't know how it went, but it just happened so fast that we said, yes, this is this is what we want, and then tutaongeza mapiano, not mapiano, what is it called? The trumpet, and all that stuff, because we just wanna, we just wanna dance, Yeah. So after that, after finding the beat, producer katengeneza MED, katengeneza kufanya mambo zake, I do trust them. Hapo kazi yake anaweza sana. And then tukaanza sasa kutengeneza sasa nyimbo sasa. The lyrics. What am I supposed to say?
Lyrics. Kwanza shout out to MED. MED is such a brilliant producer. Shout out to him. In terms of now the writing process. So for example, like that song that you're talking about, it's a fusion of kind of Arabic, and you get it's a really nice fusion. But now, how do you get the melodies? How do you get that melody in place?
Well, the beat was already there, so I had to go with the beat. That had no melody. I just had to go with the beat because that's a beat ishatengenezwa, and then it was at night. I'm tired.
Oh, I get you. Nitumalize. I get you. Now, in terms of just being an artist, and being an artist is one of the hardest jobs, because the only thing that you need to do is believing in yourself.
Yeah.
And believing in yourself is such a difficult thing. Watu na imposter syndrome, and so you just feel like I'm not good enough. You know,
definitely.
You get those things. So how do you nurture yourself in terms of self-believing, even if everybody doubts you?
Like I said, even if it's a small circle that you have, definitely find the right people. Definitely find the positive people that that surround you. Give you a positive vibe into your life, like they encourage you. So definitely me, I have my manager, I have my mom, so and have my team can bring my pictures. So my manager and my mom are always there to like tell me you're enough, you can definitely do this, you have a talent, you should believe in yourself. Alafu plus when you start something, you just can't stop it just like that. If you start, you finish it. For me, like I don't give up. Over here, we just don't give up. No matter what, no matter how low you feel, we just don't give up. Yeah,
that's beautiful. And just talking about what you're saying, sometimes that's the beautifulness of having a team and having people who trust in you. Sasa, when all those things are stripped away, because so many people here have amazing talents, but their moms are like, no, utaimba utaenda shule. You get those people who don't have that kind of emotional support. So if it's you, mwenye mama yako angekupeleka studio, or you won't have find this amazing manager, would you still believe in yourself? And if you would, what will be that process, so that you can even encourage the people who manze it's their dream, but there's no support whatsoever?
I definitely believe in myself, because I've been without even my mom telling me ati ukifika shuleni you must go to these drama festivals, you must go and sing out there. I was doing it on my own because I was a leader in the choir. I used to sing with them huko. So I was definitely preparing myself because I knew this is what I wanted. So coming out here, I saw that things are very difficult. If you do not have any kind of support, it's very difficult. So I have to like really believe in yourself, and like mostly I'd say like learn on how to stand up for yourself, learn on how to not depend on other people. Like kwa mfano money, because in music it's all about, you have to have money if you want to have something good quality and all that. Yeah, so be having something kando ya kufanya. Just don't wait for someone to come and help you. Yeah, and just find the right people, because hakuna vile utakosa mtu. There's always there. God has made this thing that there's always someone who is there to like lead you somewhere. Akuwe mbaya, akuwe mzuri, atakufikisha pahali. Kama atatoka kando, Mungu atamtoa, and then someone else will come to like help you. Yeah.
That's a beautiful explanation, Bede. Good job. And in terms now, because no man is an island, and you being Nasha Travis, there are so many people behind you who are, producing. There's a manager, there's someone who even helps you in songwriting and visual. Could you just speak about them a little bit? Because most of the time we call artists, but we fail actually to recognize these people who have made or supported you in this kind of way. Could you talk about them a little bit?
Okay. I do have them. There's this guy called Dallas Stein. Yeah, he does help me a lot. In fact, when I get a melody, I write it down, and then I'm like, hello, I have this song, it's already in my head. I have this melody. Can you listen to it and like tell me, is it okay? Is there something wrong with it? Can you add something? Yeah. So kina Dallas Stein, and then there's kina Kigoto. And I'm not staying with one person, like staying put with one person. I'm definitely trying to find different type of people who can help me to grow in my music. Yeah, because kuna mmoja atakuwa hiyo ni vibe yake personally. I don't want to stay in that type of place yako. I want to have and get to know other people
and
their vibes. Because personally, as I said, I like exploring things out. So I don't want to stay in one thing.
I get you. As a versatile artist.
Yeah.
And in terms of your visuals, your wardrobes, your photography and all these things, could you holler at them?
Photography. Are we talking about in the matters of videos?
Videos, your personal photos.
Yeah, I have my guys, kina Mrima Pictures.
Yeah.
They've
so shout out to
from
Mrima.
From day one, it's them.
Wow.
From day one. They're the ones who are doing all the magic.
That's amazing. So we see the people who are supporting you in this type of way. And in terms of now monetary value, how is music helping you? Because it's an investment, it's like a business. You're putting in money and expecting something back.
Yeah.
So how do you, earn from music as an artist in Mombasa?
Well, that work inaenda kwa manager, because when I've done the singing part, the recording part, the video part, sasa ni yeye afanye kazi yake sasa. But definitely I have to be there to like check out, okay, so this is how it's supposed to be done. You just can't wezi achia tu kazi ndo hivyo. Yeah. So he's the one ambaye anaika kwa all the digital platforms. That's where I get the money from Boomplay, Spotify. They're all there. So yeah.
Who manager wako kwanza? In terms of working with a manager, because there's so many artists who are like, sasa nitapata wapi manager? How did you meet with your manager? Manager wako anapiga smile huko nyuma.
It was unexpected, really, because I did have a manager at first, but things didn't work out. And then there's Mrima Pictures. So we were just talking on how to like find a new manager who can help me with this and this and this. He never knew, by the way. He never knew nothing about that. So Rima Pictures was like, okay, I'll bring for you someone. We'll talk. You get to know his side, what work he does. And you need to join hivyo too, and like create a bond or something. Tuone kama inaweza, there must be that. It's a relationship because he becomes your best friend. Yeah.
Hey, best friend.
For real.
I get you.
Yeah, so akakuja, he was like, we are going to Nasha's place. Okay. Akakuja. I don't know why. Akakuja tukaketi. We started talking. Nini. At first I was like, another manager.
Yeah, I get you. You've been through this.
Yeah, I normally don't, when I first meet people, I just don't connect with them instantly. I have to like get to know them more do I connect with them more. So we decided, and then we had like as in tulisema tu, okay, he's a nice guy.
Mr. Nice Guy.
Mr. Nice Guy. He has an empire, Banelson Empire. He's working. He's got something of his own. And he's also the manager of Rima Pictures.
Oh, perfect.
So he's definitely doing something out there. So I was like, yeah, this is definitely the guy.
And in terms of the people who are watching or listening to this podcast, in terms of you as an artist, protecting your property in terms of your music, how do you go in talking with a manager? Do you like settle it with a contract, or do you have your lawyers in terms of if there's this an agreement, you can also counter check it as an artist, or what's the process of you with Mr. Nice Guy?
Okay. Definitely we do have a contract where we've written everything out, what we expect. We've already set down the goals that we want this year and all that stuff. Yeah, so in kitu ambayo tumeplan, we like planning over here and getting to know what we want, because we're very ambitious.
Yeah, I get you.
And hardworking. So yeah, about the matters of lawyers, very soon. Right now, not yet.
Oh, perfect. Acha niangalie kidogo tu. Sasa bado nitakuwa hapo kwa just contracts and all these things.
Yeah.
So in terms of now, you're dealing with different studios. Do you have agreements with the studios? Do you pay them upfront and take the royalties? Everything about your song is yours. Do you have agreements with different labels?
Well, I don't have a contract with them until I write down, we sign up at this and this and this. I just go there, record. After that, give them the money, pay them. Yeah, and I take my stuff. Bye.
I get you, man. That's beautiful. I just feel most upcoming artists really fail to see the importance of, protecting their records. You see people like Wakina Rihanna, Wakina Taylor Swift, all these big artists who don't even own masters of their songs. You get people just Wakina Taylor Swift, she got her to own her masters like recently, I think 2019 or 2020, I'm not sure. But yeah, the process of just making a record is just like starting a company or a brand or something like that. So even as we wind up in terms of this conversation that we're talking, how can you encourage, upcoming artists, mostly in Mombasa, in terms of, how did you do it? Anyways, how can you encourage them?
Well, first things first, I always say, put God first. Either it's Allah or whoever that you believe in, put God first, and then believe in yourself. That's the most important thing. If you don't believe in yourself, nobody will. And then, keep working hard, work smart. Yeah. So, my guy.
Hey, who's gonna breathe?
Hey. I have a question for you. To you, what makes a good song?
What makes a good song? Yeah, that's a beautiful question. a good record for me, it's a record that can it's like a tiny capsule that can take me back in the past or in the present. So if a record makes me feel something, so if it's an emotion of happiness, sadness, you get, or it can take me back in time. So kuna ngoma zingine unaweza sikiza zikupeleke kitambo, like you can be a kid again. So those points of things that can, to me, that makes a good record, or anything that can make me move or affects my emotion or affects the way I think. Those are really beautiful kinds of record that are amazing.
Nice answer.
I got you. This is Nelson. Mimi nikurushie.
No problem, sir.
What's the difficulty, or what are the downsides? What are the challenges of being a manager in Mombasa?
Challenges of being a manager worldwide. Let me go
so
worldwide.
Forgive me.
I'm an international manager.
Yes, I believe you, bro.
Managing an African sound queen, it's not an easy thing. She's a global artist. You understand? So challenges of any manager, I think, high expectation. One thing, everybody's expecting your artist to blow. So I think that's one high expectation. Everybody wants to see what will you do, your next move. That's one challenge. Another challenge is there's so many. I don't know which one to say.
Any.
I think another one is connection. Very important. So I think for any manager knows, if you don't have connection, then you'll have to have a very very ni heavy ama huge ama big pocket. You understand? Na hiyo pesa pia hakuna. Understand? So I think connection pia ni challenge to the managers, kwa sababu muziki nafaa itembee na kama una places na nini nafaa uwe na do. Kama una do nafaa uwe na watu kama Efem. One call and like they say, okay, bring her.
Amen.
Like, so ni hizo baadhi, alafu zingine ni nyingi sana. Zingine ni maybe like you need to have what else you need to have, ukiwa na msanii, people are expecting like good quality, that's audio visual. So hizo pia ukimanage msee, lazima hizo ni vitu lazima ziwe into in place. Investments very important. Those are just a few. Those are so many. There's so many. If I start mentioning one by one, tunaweza enda tukaya hapa mpaka kesho.
I got you. And how do you believe in yourself?
Believing in myself, for me, since I'm in automatic, so me first thing was that God believes in me. He brought me on this earth. That's one thing.
Beautiful.
Alishaniaminia, Mungu akaniambia yo. Okay, so Jeremiah 33, I formed you. Hata before atuzae alikuwa anatujua, he had plans for us. So believing in myself, kwanza najua God believe in me. Alafu pia kuna msanii wangu na wasanii wangu kama for her that I'm managing, she believes in me so much. Unajua like kishatoa ngoma, she believes it will go worldwide. Unajua nini na nini. So the moment shanipatia hiyo trust, inanisaidia pia mimi kujiamini kwamba siwezi muangusha. Naelewa. So those are the few things ambazo zinafanya I need to believe in myself and I need to make it. Yes.
And in terms of like you being in a relationship, in terms of a good relationship to with your artist, how do you feel? Nika to any type of relationship when you do not trust me, it's really hard actually to trust myself in a way. You get it, inakuleta chini kiasi. So ndo naona an element of trust is really important, two-way.
Yeah, by the way, very important. Trust is key. Trust is key. One giving you passwords, like for me, I think yeah, trust is key. I think trust should be number one because I have everything. Bank account, you have social media, you know, clothes she'll wear, food she'll eat. I need to test some food when you go for events, make sure everything is okay. That is trust, you know. So trust, I agree with you. Trust is very, very important, and it's a two-way traffic. If I trust her, she has to trust me. If I trust you, you have to trust each other. Ndio inakuwa fiti kabisa.
Yeah, that's beautiful because I feel if there's trust, there's responsibility.
Kabisa.
Yeah. So Nasha, unataka unataka kusema kitu?
No, he said it all. Stay safe.
The grass is green where you water it. So
Hey.
you need to water your grass. Huh? There are no opportunities out there. You need to create them for yourself. Huh? Love you so much. Panos of Empire.
Hey.